What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. And it's your boy, man. You guys know what's up. We're back at it again with another junk, man. And today we're talking about TikTok. Not the sound effect TikTok, but the app. And I've done several videos on the app, man. You got white girls that's on here talking about how much they love black men. You got black men talking about how much they love white women. They don't like black women. Then there was this racist couple on there that was talking about how much they hate black guys, and then they got suspended out of school or whatever. Black people. It's just like TikTok is like this, I don't know, man. Like for people that love or hate the other races, it's like you go download TikTok and there you go, right? I mean, that's just like what it is. Like TikTok is, if you love or hate a race, download TikTok app and make a video, nigga. That's where we at right now. But again, you know, TikTok is a little bit of a different app, and it allows you to make like, you know, videos, you know, kind of like with collages and songs. It allows you a different interface that, you know, Instagram won't allow, or, you know, and stuff like that. So that's why a lot of people like it, right? So again, the white girls been going crazy on here playing their songs and doing their little, you know, like mimicking the words on songs and rapping and struggling it up. But I want to talk about my man Broderick Hunter, right? And I'm be honest, I wasn't so familiar with him. You know, he is an actor or a model or something like that. Brother from Cali, shout out to the brother. And you know, he's been in a few you know, series out there, done a few music videos. And what happened was a young white lady finds him to be very attractive, okay? Which, I mean, that's not uncommon. You know, white women like black men and vice versa. But what ended up happening was she played this video. Now, we can't actually play the song, but, you know, the one song called My Type, Rich Nigga, That's My Type, you know, and she basically, the rapper was saying it, but she didn't say it. And as you can see, she's kind of like nodding her head. In other words, what she's saying is, this is the type of black man that I'm interested in. This guy is sexy to me. He looks good to me, okay? And that's the video that you're seeing playing in the background. And, you know, this is what she's saying, like, you know, he's my type, rich N-word or whatever. Broderick Hunter replied to this, and he said, wait, I'm sorry, rich what? And then he said this, I don't know what you YT girls take me for, but that ain't it. I don't know what YT means, what he's talking about. And then there's another subsequent tweet. He said could have used Backstreet Boys, Blink 182, NSYNC, Pink, Avril, right? And he's saying, listen, man, you know, I have a problem with you using the N-word. Like, don't refer to me as that. You're a white person, you're a white woman, like I'm black. Yo, you're crossing the line, right? But then what some people were saying was, sad music. Well, Broderick, she technically didn't call you the N-word. You know, the rapper called you the N-word. And he said, dating music.
She didn't say it. If that's the case, go pull up one of Donald Trump's MAGA speeches and play it on a loudspeaker in any predominantly black or colored neighborhood. See if you get your ass beat. While they're stumping you out, just say, I didn't say it, to see if that helps.
I mean, you know, that's the point, right? And the rapper Saweetie's, you know, that's the name of the, you know, I don't listen to her, but, you know, the white girl is pretty much saying that she don't, you know, that's the kind of N-word that she likes. Now, what I'm gonna do is, there's another video of a brother on TikTok where the white girl is saying that she don't use the N-word, and the brother on the video is okay with it. Let me play this video, and I'm gonna just, it's a short video, but I want you to see what we're talking about here, okay? And I'll come back and get my commentary.
The only N-word I call my boyfriend is nice. I love you, my nigga.
All right, so you guys heard that, right? And what we're seeing is that, and I personally know of black men that do date white women. Now, for me, I had this happen to me when I was in Krakow. You know, I'll tell a story time music. I was in Krakow, Poland in 2016 for Halloween. Yeah, I know I don't date white girls, right? But I was just there with some other friends that went to my medical. So I was the only black guy there. And this white girl comes up to me, yo, she's like, yo, my nigga. And when she said that, I just like, what? I immediately walked away from her. I'm I wasn't trying to talk to her anyway, but I wasn't going to give her the opportunity to think that was cool for her to refer to me as that, because she's not our people. We're not the same people. If I would have called her something that was a Polish slang in response, she would have been very hurt, right? But I've seen where white girls call black guys the N-word, and black guys do not care. And I'm gonna be honest of the kind of guys who typically, now African American guys can be that, but in my opinion, it's a lot of that times it comes from the guys that are from Africa, and it comes from the guys that are from the Caribbean. In my opinion, I will say probably why that is. Most likely the guys from Africa, the guys who are African immigrants, like Nigerian guys from South Africa, Kenya, that date interracially. They're black and they benefit from the black stereotype. Like every black guy in America, if they're dating interracially, they're benefiting from the cool black stereotype that African Americans have created, right? Like a lot of white women like the black man style. So any black guy and you're with a white girl and they like you because you're black, that's because African Americans have created that, like, I'm the cool black guy stereotype thing. And a lot of African guys, they benefit from that if they live in the United States, or if they come from that heritage. The situation is that a lot of black guys that are dating white women that are not African American, when somebody calls you the N-word, they don't take any offense to it. And that's something that we got to talk about, right? A lot of our emerging blacks that are in the USA, when you call a Nigerian the N-word or a Ugandan the N-word, it bounces off of them like it's nothing, because they don't, it's like, who are you talking about? You're not talking about me. You call me nigga, it doesn't matter, because they're not connected to that lineage. They're not connected to that struggle. Same thing with some of the Caribbean people. Now they might be a little bit more apt because they've been living around African Americans, and obviously the people from Jamaica or people from Haiti, in my opinion, they have a little bit more pro-black mindset, a lot more, right? So, calling them that would be a little more offensive, but they're probably not going to get as offended as we are, especially the guys coming from the continent. And I think a lot of times when you see who's dating interracially, a lot of times these are the emerging blacks, the guys who they sound African American, they have the same swag as African Americans, but culturally they're not African American. And then what you want to say is, you black men are allowing white women to say this. And first thing I'm going to ask you is, where's the black guy from? Is he like Haitian? Is he Jamaican? Is he Nigerian? Is he Ghanaian? Is he Ugandan? Is he a Kenyan American? Like, what is he? South African? But that's one point I want to make. So a lot of the guys who don't have the same culture and experience as us, if you refer to them as the N-word, they're like, well, you ain't talking to me, you talking about African American, so whatever. It's my nigga, like, they don't care. But for the brothers who are African American and you date interracially, some of y'all will accept this, okay? And the reason why you're gonna accept this is because some of y'all like white girls that much. This is what you'll do. And that's why it's hard to, you know what I'm saying? Like any black brother who dates interracially and you date chicks of other races, this is probably what you're dealing with sometimes. And a lot of y'all don't check at the door. So when you don't check at the door, they're doing this. And the reason why a lot of white girls feel comfortable doing this is because a lot of brothers allow it, okay? And if you allow this is why they don't have any respect for it. Why would any group of people, women, like, let me just say this, they already most of them don't respect, okay? Let's just be honest. They may respect people on an individual basis. There are brothers I know that have, like doctorate degrees, they're MBAs, and they're the high class black men, they happen to be with, non-black women, I get it. But for the average brother who's not like that, ask the average white girl, why does she like black men? What does she say? Oh, they can dance. Oh, they have swag. Oh, they're funny. Oh, they're buff. Oh, they're muscular. There's nothing about masculine traits. It's all things about what you look like or how you act. It's nothing like, oh, you're a hard worker or you're a great guy, or you're a provider. Like when other races of women talk about black men, they never mention those things. Not that we don't do that, because we have black men who do that, but that's not what they're talking about. So they're already looking at you from a very superficial point of view. And then what happens is that's what we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with that kind of stuff. And a lot of brothers is like allowing that to happen because I think for a lot of black men, that you don't have anything to offer but those stereotypes. So if that's all you have to offer, then what else can you do? And we gotta be honest about that, man. Like, and that's one thing I hate to say, man, but a lot of brothers are letting white women disrespect the race, disrespect them as a group of men, just so you can say I got a white girl, or I'm being cool. I wanna mess up my coochie, you know? But anyways, this is what I'm saying, man. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Another episode of the Celebrity Junk in the books. Subscribe, hit the bell. Be notified whenever when your partner goes live. Check me out. First comment pinned to the top, my Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts, Patreon, all of that. I really support and salute you. And as you brothers know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I really appreciate all you brothers for supporting me. Give yourself a round of applause for making it through the pandemic so far. Keep your head up. Things are going to get better for black men. Stay focused, brothers. Peace.